Hey guys, this is Katie Lynn, and this is the 173rd episode of the ETX ROCKS Show, featuring Tanner Sparks.
This is Boston Chris with another great episode of the ETX ROCKS Show.
Louise here.
Descript.
Featuring all genres and styles of entertainment.
And coming to the ETX ROCKS. Let's hear it from Louise, please.
From the unheralded and unheard to the legends and beyond.
Out of the box with ETX ROCKS.
It's awesome.
We keep them coming.
$5, that's pocket change.
Well, hey, y'all, this is Haley McDaniel. Are y'all ready for this?
ETX ROCKS Show is the greatest show of all time, okay?
We are ETX ROCKS.
The ETX ROCKS Show is the best show of all time, say? The other shows, you're good, you're real good. But as long as we're around, you'll be second best, say?
Cut.
Hey y'all, this is Ray Scott, and thanks for tuning in to the ETX ROCKS Show.
Hey guys, Boston Chris here with another incredible episode of the ETX ROCKS Show. We're super excited about our guest this week. We're actually on location in beautiful Kemp, Texas, at the Katie Lynn home. If you're following along with the ETX ROCKS Show, you know episode 1 of this show was with Katie Lynn, as well as episode 100 and a couple others. We're huge fans of Katie Lynn, and we have a mutual friend of Katie Lynn's on the show today. Mr. Tanner Sparks is with us today, and Tanner is just an artist here in Texas that's just kind of getting your wings sprouted. But you're an amazing traditionalist in country music. I love your voice. And just the way you're trying to keep traditional country music alive as well. But obviously you're a young guy as well. So how old are you? Before we get anywhere further, I got to know how old you are.
I'm 19 years old. I've been playing guitar since I could walk, pretty much. As long as I could hold one. I mean, I remember my very first guitar was one of those little electronic ones that you really don't play.
Right.
But I've got pictures in my scrapbook that my grandma made me of me holding that guitar with my cowboy hat on. So, I mean, as far as I can remember back, I've been playing music. I've got family in music. My roots.
Right. 19 years old, and I got to tell you guys, you can't tell on camera, but he's like 9 feet tall, too. So it's kind of cool having someone almost as tall or the same height as me on the show. So I'm 6'4". What are you?
I'm 6'7".
6'7", guys. So not only is he a young star, but he's a big star. I understand you're going to start us off with an original song. So tell us about the first song you're going to play.
The first song that I'm going to play today is actually going to be my first single on radio and on the iTunes and the interwebs. It's called How Sorry I Am. We're going to release it in August. It's August 12th, the date we're shooting for. Same old movie, feels like I watch it every night. Where I'll be alone singing my songs, we come home and start a fight. She's sick and tired of being sick and tired, and there's nothing I can do. It's the same old story, song and dance, and I heard they called it the blues. She said I don't understand how sorry I am for the way I make her feel. But I'm just a man, I do all that I can to show her my love's real. She asked why that's the way it is, like I don't give a damn. I bet she don't understand just how sorry I am. Drives me crazy, 'cause I know she's on the edge. Because I don't feel the same love when she's laying in my bed. She says she's fine, but I think she's lying, and there's nothing I can do. It's the same old story, song and dance, that's why they called it the blues. She said I don't understand how sorry I am for the way I make her feel. But I'm just a man, I do all that I can to show her my love's real. She asked why said I don't understand how sorry I am for the way I make her feel. But I'm just a man, I do all that I can to show her my love's real. She asked why that's the way it is, like I don't give a damn. But I bet she don't understand just how sorry I am. But she still asks why that's the way it is, like I don't give a damn. But I bet she don't understand just how sorry I am.
Hi, my name is Ashley Marlin, and thanks so much for tuning in to the ETX ROCKS Show.
And guys, that was How Sorry I Am by Tanner Sparks. And this is going to be the debut single for the Tanner Sparks band, right?
Yes, sir.
And are you releasing this to Texas radio as well?
Well, that's what the plan is. We're planning on getting a promoter pretty soon and getting it played as much as we can. But whether or not we do put it on the radio in August, it's going to be on the internet. We're going to release it to iTunes and Spotify, and Pandora, and etc.
Very cool. So, I mean, you've got to be excited, man.
Oh, I'm
19 years old, first single. And I know your older brother's having some success. Yes. Both your brothers, really.
Both of them.
Zach and Ty. Your last name's not Sparks.
Yeah. Theirs is a Sparks. Mine is Sparks. Theirs is Stokes.
Oh, okay.
But it's a crazy story about that. But long story. I'll tell you in another interview.
Okay.
But,
so that'll be in part 2.
Yeah, next time. We'll say that next time.
It must be not safe for
for the after hours interview.
So, I mean, you know, coming off that song we just listened to you doing, you know, your voice is very rich, very deep sounding country voice. But you're not all about just country. I mean, you like to kind of mix in the southern rock and even some alternative vibes as well within your shows. So, I mean, as a young artist, what exactly are you striving to be as an artist?
I mean, mainly at the end of the day, or at the end of my career, or whatever you want to call it, I want to be another. If in Texas, if anything, I mean, I want to be known as a guy that kept the Texas music scene alive. As one of them.
Right.
Like, I mean, right now we've got a good group of artists that are coming out and putting out good music, like Cody Jinks, Cody Johnson, all those guys.
Right.
And so I want to be one of those guys. I want to be able to have my name up there with a group like Rusty Weirs and the Willie Nelsons of the Texas country music scene.
Shooting high.
Yeah, I'm shooting pretty high. It's a big bar, but I got to live up to this tattoo right here. I got Willie Nelson's name on my arm, so
very cool.
It's so, a goal that I look down.
Well, looking at the tattoo, obviously Willie Nelson's an influence, but
he's one of them.
Tell us some of your other major influences. And I'd like for you to talk about, you know, non-musical and musical influences.
Okay. Well, musical influences, of course, I'm going to give you a spiel. Hank Williams, Hank Jr. George Jones is probably my favorite artist of all time. I think he's the original king of country music.
I agree.
And there's nobody can match George Jones. And then we've got, of course, you've got Keith Whitley. You've got all kinds of people. And so outside of music, my brothers are probably the biggest influences on me in life, because if they haven't done it, they're doing it right now. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't be as far along if Zach didn't pick up a guitar and want to start playing music, and then if Tyler didn't want to play music, and then so I mean, I'm like, you know, maybe I should play music.
Do you feel some pressure too? I mean, because you're the younger brother too, and I mean, both your older brothers are uber talented in their own right.
Super good, but they're also they're great about helping me out, and it's not like one of those deals like to where we're in competition or where I've got to live up to it. It's we're all in it for the enjoyment of what we do, right? Really, and for the enjoyment of the people. I mean, I love making somebody happy,
right?
And that's my at the end of the day, that's what I set out to do when I wake up in the morning, is make people happy,
right?
But
so once again, guys,
everything's gonna be all right. Don't worry, be happy. I thought that's what my shirt said, but I guess
love that shirt, man.
Thank you, sir.
Bob Marley. It's good stuff. So, guys, once again, this is the ETX Rock Show. We're actually sitting out in Kemp, Texas, at the Katie Lynn home. We had to move outside. It's a little bit hot today. We're kind of two big guys.
A little humid.
If we get a little bit sweaty, that's okay. It'll be all right. But, you know, we're sitting here talking music with Tanner Sparks. First time on the ETX Rock Show. We're really, really excited to have you and to be able to talk to you today. As people know that have been following my show, I'm a huge fan of traditional sounding country music. And in Texas country in general as well.
What's awesome is that's what Texas music is now. When you think of traditional country music and you think of new country music, you think when you hear Nashville, you think of bro country and pop country. But when you're thinking of Texas music, if you say new music, you're hearing Cody Jinks put out "I'm Not the Devil." Cody Johnson's riding on "Wild as You," and then that other one he's got out with "You I Am."
So you're real in tune to the.
Oh
to
yeah,
the Texas
I make
scene.
sure. I mean, I make sure I keep up, so that way I know where I need to fit in and what I need to do. And I mean, right now Texas is big enough for me.
And I think that's smart. You know, you're watching what with some of the heroes and kind of the people that you're wanting to emulate what they're doing on Texas radio and beyond, really, because I mean. You know, both Cody's and Aaron Watson and all these other guys are kind of taking that Texas sound national and even international now.
And that's what they want to hear. I mean, I went up to Maryland last Christmas time, and I did a gig up there, and that's what they want to hear, man. They want to hear something new. They don't want to hear the pop. They don't want to hear pop music. Everything's going in pop music now.
And what's great about Texas too is, I mean, people call it Texas country, but really it's so many different genres kind of wrapped in within that.
You got the Tejas brothers. You know the Tejas.
Yeah,
brothers.
absolutely.
I love the Tejas brothers, man.
Right.
Man, that accordion lead singer, man, he's getting it. But
Dave
Perez. But you can call them Texas country, but you can call them so many different things that it's unreal. That's what Texas
Tex-Mex and
that's what Texas music's
and then
about.
you've got soul country, you've got Americana, you've got the Hat Acts.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's just so many different styles of country music within the genre here. And you know, there are some artists here in Texas that are a little on the pop side as well, and they're doing well.
And they're doing well with it.
You know, and that's fine. You
That's
know,
respectable.
It's just, what's awesome about Texas music in general is just anybody can fit. You know, you don't have to be within a certain box or a certain style or a certain genre to create a success for yourself here in Texas. You can be Tanner Sparks and have traditional sounding music, but also, you know, adding in some alternative country and southern rock and all this other stuff, and people will listen to it.
Exactly.
You know,
appreciate it. I call it music for the soul.
Absolutely, that's a good way to put it. And you can say soul for the music.
Soul for the music too. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, you know, you like I said in the open, you're a young guy, 19 years old. When did you really decide that, you know, I think I want to do music?
Man,
was that mainly because of your brothers?
Well, looking at me now, you probably wouldn't know this, but when I was in high school, I wanted to be a rapper.
Okay. That's all right.
They called me T Sparks out the 903, and I had the money sign as S. And I don't talk about that too often, but now I'm gonna tell the whole world. Everybody needs to know.
T Sparks.
T Sparks. But then I got tall, and they started calling me Too Tall T Sparks.
Oh Lord.
So I wanted to be a rapper, man. So I would just write all the time, and then whenever I had a crush, I'd write a song. I'd write a country song, sing it for them, just because I always had that in my back pocket. Like when I was in intermediate school, I'd take my guitar to school. I remember I made a remix to that Rehab song, Bartender.
Yeah.
Bartender, really did it this time. I called it Teacher. And I performed it, and it was the same exact song, except I changed everything. It had barroom talk and everything else to playground. You were there.
Barroom to classroom.
I did it in the gym on my birthday. It was the last day of school, and I was like, Mr. Reed, I gotta perform. It's my birthday. You gotta let me do it. So me and my buddy went up there with some Britney Spears microphones. It didn't have I didn't even have a plug-in.
Please tell me you weren't wearing like the knee-high
Oh
socks.
no.
Okay,
I was probably wearing a polo shirt and some Tommy Hilfiger.
Too Tall
shorts.
T Sparks.
But that was in 5th grade is when I did that. So I mean,
bet you Daryl Dodd didn't know that when you found out that you were opening for him.
No, he don't. He didn't know that when he found out I was opening for him. But I actually don't even think. I think I might have told him I wanted to be a rapper. But,
Lord.
But I don't
After,
know.
I hope.
After,
right?
after. I think I told him that last week.
So,
but,
I mean, that was a huge opportunity for
Daryl,
you, man.
yeah, that was awesome.
Opening for a Texas legend like that.
He opened up a bunch of doors for me already. I mean, I'm going to tell you the story about that. So, I was in Rusty Weir competition in Leavenworth, in Plano.
Okay.
A guy named Brett Dillon hosted.
I know Brett.
Brett's awesome. I love him. But he's cool. And so I did that, and I got to the finals, and a dude named Wesley Joe Malone won it.
Okay.
And then, but I got a call a couple weeks later, about 2 months later or so, and then I got a call from a guy named John Maston that is really the bass player for a guy named David Lee.
Okay, yeah.
He writes songs with Cody Johnson.
I know David Lee.
So he wrote that song "Hurtin'," and
very good songwriter.
He's got two. David's got 2 singles out right now. He's got "Bringing Hippie Back," which I love that song. I got my peace signs on my arms and on my neck, and so I got "Bringing Hippie Back," and then he's got John Wayne out. So I opened up for him, and they gave me a call and said, "Hey, we heard you at Rusty Weir competition, and we really love your sound and love for you coming over for us." So I did that, and that was when the first door opened.
Right.
But and then so. That Rusty Weir competition, I met up with the booking manager, and I'm like, well, I want to headline, I want to do all this stuff, but I forget that I'm young, and I got to get my feet
pay your
wet.
dues,
yeah.
man.
So she's like, well, we can open, you can have an opener, but you won't get paid. But I'm like, hey. I mean, so she sent me a bunch of dates, and I've seen some good names on here, like Sam Riggs. I see Aaron Watson's on there. I saw Jason Boland, and I saw Daryl Dodd, and I was like, I sent a bunch of dates, and she was like, well, some of those are booked, but here's this one and this one. I ended up opening for Phil Hamilton.
Wow.
And then I opened up for Daryl Dodd in July.
We can't wait to have Phil on the show.
Yeah, Phil's cool too.
Heck of a sound.
And so I got to meet up with Phil, and I met up with David Lee in the same month. So both of them, their influences were on me too. And then July is when I opened up for Daryl at 11 War, and that just changed my whole world. It changed my whole perspective.
And I mean, if you've got artists like of that ilk that are taking notice of you, the doors are open.
It definitely helps out.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been talking to Daryl. He's talking about producing some of my songs, possibly, and taking me under his wing, maybe. But he said he don't want to promise nothing, but we'll see. But right now, everything that we've done so far, I've been working on myself. I've done all my business. Like, if you go on my website and you email me, you'll be talking to me.
Yeah.
It's
that way a lot of time in Texas.
So, that's what I like about it.
Yeah,
and that's what I love about the
That's
scene.
what helps kind of create what we do with this show, is because a lot of times we can reach out and be talking directly to the artist. I mean, we have a lot of struggles when there's somebody in between us and the artist. But if we have the opportunity to actually speak directly to the artist, usually they're game, you know?
Exactly.
Even though we're still growing as a show and as a platform and everything like that, just having that connectability with an artist such as yourself or anybody really helps really. And I can imagine it's the same way for an artist where, just connecting with one fan could make and break. I mean, just trying to get that one person to come to your show.
Especially now, like now
with social media and all that.
I'm trying to get out. I mean, it's good, and I make sure that if you come out to my show, I make sure you feel welcome there. And I want to make sure that, because I want everybody to be at my shows. I want everybody to feel. I want everybody to love our music. But of course, you can't please everybody.
Right.
But I want to at least try.
Yeah. You mentioned that you kind of kept the country music love song in your back pocket whenever you needed to impress a girl. Yeah. And we've heard that on this show before, where a lot of kids have gotten into music because they were trying to impress somebody through peer pressure or whatever. Mm-hmm. That high school mentality. Yeah. But now that you're 19, and I've heard a couple of your songs, and I've seen a couple other videos of yours, and I mean, your songwriting has evolved past that stage. So you're not just writing those, odes to females.
So let me tell you about that.
Okay.
So I had about 25, 30 songs written by the time I was in middle school.
Okay.
I had a friend in middle school. She was a girl, but and we would sing and stuff in the playground, and we would write songs together. But I had notes on top of notes of songs, and then I threw all those away whenever I picked my guitar back up and didn't want to be a rapper. I was like, all these seem childish. They seem like, between you and me, they sound like Nashville does right now.
I like the back road.
Yeah, no kidding. And I mean, I'm telling you, if I sold one of my songs I wrote in middle school, I could probably sell it to somebody in Nashville. Yeah. It might be a hit. But, so I'm
going to have to show you a video before we leave. It's called Romper Rodeo.
All right.
Make fun of that.
So I went ahead and started writing new songs. My first song that, after my awakening, is what I like to call it, I guess, it's called Love Me Tonight. I wrote it after me and my ex-girlfriend broke up the first time. We broke up about 20 times. My whole EP is every song on it is about her. but it's all breakup songs. But they're not like sad breakup songs. But so that's who How Sorry I Am's about. And because she would always tell me how sorry I was. And I was like, well, you don't understand how sorry I am, though. And I was like, wait a minute.
That's when you have to be careful when you're with a songwriter of what you say.
You gotta be careful. You ever seen Walk Hard? The Dewey Cox story? Oh, you gotta watch it. He's like in a fight with his girlfriend and she says something. He's like, I'm guilty as charged. He's like, guilty as charged.
Yeah.
Guilty
it's like,
as
you know, if
charged.
you're gonna date Taylor Swift, be very careful.
Very, very careful.
You're gonna have to make her happy for a long time because you might be a platinum record at some point.
I mean, it's one of those things. But anyways, I wrote Love Me Tonight, and then we broke up again. I wrote a song called Plenty of Fish, and which is
Say no more.
We broke up, so
everybody
like,
knows
screw it,
that.
I'm going fishing.
Yeah.
And so my favorite line of that song is, I guess I know I'll miss her touch, but on this boat I don't feel her all that much.
Yeah.
But and then right after that I wrote...
do you feel like you're... when you're writing a song, do you feel like the genre is there in your head as you're writing it?
Mm-hmm.
Like you already have it in mind. This is going to be a country song. This is going to be a little bit more rocky.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's so much easier to write a traditional country song. Like,
Yeah.
I just finished a song
3
called...
chords and the truth?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just finished a song called The Last Time My Heart Broke. It's called Again, but it's one of those slash titles.
Right.
I like the song The Last Time My Heart Broke, but it's hard to put that on on writing. But and then I wrote that in about 20 minutes, and I was trying to write a happy song, and it's one of my saddest songs.
Right.
But so right after Plenty of Fish, I wrote How Sorry I Am, getting ready for the 12th annual Texas Music Show down at the White Elephant Saloon last year that I had no business being a part of because I didn't even really have a band yet. I just threw some guys together.
I don't know though, man. You're good.
It worked out. Out. We ended up going up there, and that's when I met Brett. So that's if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how all these little puzzle pieces
it's crazy,
fit, right?
And then
it's God's timing.
Yes. And then right after that, I wrote Replaceable. And then I had Act Like Hank, which is a good one. That's going to be our next one.
I love that song. He's
Yeah.
going to play that at the end of the show, guys. So make sure you're staying with us because you're going to get to hear Act Like Hank. And he's talking about some of his heroes in that song.
Definitely.
It's a great song. So do you feel like with your songwriting that you're still growing? I mean, you're still a young guy. So, I mean, you've got to feel like, you know, there's always room for improvement, right?
Oh, yes. I mean, I've got a book of songs that I've started to write and that I haven't finished yet just because I feel like I could.
And do you do co-writes as well? Have you?
Yeah, that's
written with other
the
folks?
best cure to a writer's block.
Yeah.
Co-write. Actually, Act Like Hank is a co-write. I did that with my lead guitar player. I had the idea. I wrote the first verse and the chorus, and then I called Greg. I was like, dude, my lead guitar player is Greg Halls.
Okay.
And I was like, dude, I've got it. I've got this hit right here. We've got to write it, but I don't know where to go. So he came over and he wrote the second verse, most of it. I mean, and then I probably tweaked it a little bit, and then we threw the chorus back in there, and then threw another chorus in there, and we had ourselves a song.
Very cool.
And
so tell us about your band. Introduce us to the guys in your band.
Lead guitar player Greg Halls. He's been playing with me, which is actually a crazy story how we met. His dad worked worked for my grandpa at East Texas Modular. I don't know. It's been a minute since they worked out there, but they pulled trailer houses together. So I've known Greg since I was born. Right. Basically, I mean, he was at my mom's wedding, and then so the plant shut down, or the shop shut down, and then we went our ways. And I was hanging out with my buddy Steven one time. He's like, hey, let's go over to my cousin's house. There's a guy over there playing guitar. He's pretty good. I want you to meet him. So I went over there, brought my guitar, and singing some good old country music, like I always do. Playing Blues Man, Tennessee Whiskey, just songs that are easy that we can jam to. And Greg's a rocker. He's in a metal band. But he's appreciative of music. He's just like me. He loves music.
Right.
But so he was singing harmonies, and I was like, dude, you were singing harmonies too. And he's like, yeah. So, but I had a lead guitar player at the time, and I was like, well, give me your number because I might need you because me and my lead guitar player at the time were clashing.
Right.
So I gave Greg a call after me and that lead guitar player burnt out, and I was like, I got a show this weekend. And I know it's like 2 days in advance, but I need you to come play. Do you think you can do it? So he but it ended up being just an acoustic show, so we just rocked it out.
Right.
And it was the best show we played together.
Very cool.
But so So, and then when I didn't know that it was him when we were at the house, and he texted me a couple days later. He's like, "Your last name's Sparks. Your dad's Ronnie, right?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Dude, Dennis is my dad." And Dennis is actually our biggest supporter right now. He's one of my advisors, and I consult him before I.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. And but he does our video, our merch, our everything. Dennis is the guy.
You gotta have people like that.
Exactly, man. And that's what we just added a new roadie. Josh is the new roadie as of yesterday.
So you got a bassist and a drummer as well?
Bassist, Mike Tanner is our current bass player. He's 65 years old, so I think he's gonna ride with us until he can't play no more. But he's actually my neighbor. He played with Zach in school, and then he played with Tyler in school, just jamming whenever they were outside playing around. And one time I remember him driving by. I was like, hey. Or I stopped and asked me about something, and I was like, "Hey, you play bass, don't you?" "Well, I started a band." So he's like, "Well, yeah, buddy, let's play." He's a cool dude. He's a hippie, but he's a redneck hippie is what he likes to call himself.
Redneck hippie.
And then my drummer it's so crazy how fate just fell it all to pieces.
God's timing, man.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
My drummer is actually Greg's cousin.
Okay.
It's Mike Dunn is my drummer, and I don't know if I said. My bass player is Mike Tanner. I think I said his name. I don't know. But Mike Dunn's my drummer, and he lives in Pointer. And so it's crazy how it happened. My drummer that I had didn't have a drum set, so we're like, dude, we're about to start playing shows. We need a drummer with a drum set. So
that would help.
Well, I've got my cousin, but I don't know how good he is. He's only played like one show, and I don't know how often he plays. I was like, well, let's start practicing with him. We started practicing with him. We did good. We practiced 3-4 times. Then we played a gig over in Ben Wheeler, rocked the house.
Yeah.
And then he was like, all right, I'm on board. So the rest is history. I mean, we've been playing together since July of last year.
So you guys have been together over a year?
Yeah, just over a year.
You guys are playing a lot of shows now? Or?
Now we're playing at least 2 shows every month. And then I've got my acoustic gigs, of course, that I play every week. But, yeah.
Where are you playing your acoustic gigs?
Wherever I'm needed. But I've got every other Tuesday I play at Tap In Grill in Grapevine.
Okay.
I call it Tap In Tuesdays. I actually had Katie Lynn out there last
I saw
night.
that.
Yeah, that was a good time. It was probably the most fun I had out there in a while.
Katie Lynn in a ball cap, by the way.
Yeah, actually this ball cap.
Yeah.
This Tanner Sparks Band ball cap.
Yeah.
Signed by.
One of those, I think.
I got Daryl's signature. Jake Penrod signed it.
Oh, yeah.
And Katie, of course. And then, Junior Knight, steel guitar player.
I've not heard that one.
He's a legendary steel guitar player. He's played for Daryl. He played for a bunch of people.
I know the other 3 guys.
Last Sunday, I went to Moore store for his big old birthday bash.
Okay.
And Daryl was out there, and I hung out with Daryl. That's where I hung out with him last time. But
Daryl was in Ben Wheeler?
Yeah, Daryl was in Ben Wheeler. I sung 2 songs with him. I sang.
That's not cool.
Things are fixing to get.
You shouldn't have told me that.
Yeah, you missed it. Man. But go check my Facebook page. I got videos.
All right. Very cool. Very cool.
But so I went up and sang some songs with Daryl that day, and then the next day I found out that Junior Knight is actually my great uncle.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, what?
So let me ask you this, man. As a young artist, how does it feel when, someone like Daryl Dodd or David Lee or any of these other guys kind of takes notice of what you're doing?
Man, it's crazy, dude. It makes me feel like I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
Especially with Daryl being on board like he is. I mean, he's gung-ho. He said, I'm willing to help you out in whatever way I can.
Yeah.
So, and if somebody like that's willing to take notice, then,
I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story, man. Like, probably back when I was your age, I can remember I had a Daryl Dodd cassette. And Daryl, if you're watching, I don't remember the record company you were with, but it was a yellow cassette, and I will never, ever forget it. But I played the heck out of that record, man. I was probably like 21, 22 years old back then. So, yeah. I'm a big fan of Daryl.
It's been a minute. He's been.
So I can imagine what it's like for you just to be on stage, being support for Daryl Dodd, singing a song with Daryl Dodd.
And what was awesome is last week I wasn't even playing in Ben Wheeler. I was supposed to be on the Ranch Roadhouse with Jim Nash,
right?
But it got postponed, and I'll be out there in August on the 20th.
Okay.
So, so we'll be promoting our single there too.
Very cool.
But so I was supposed to be out there, and it got postponed. I was like, well, heck, man, Daryl's gonna be in Ben Wheeler. I just opened up for him. I'm gonna see if he remembers who I am. because we hung out all that day. I was like, let's go check it out. So I went out there, and as soon as I got there, he's like, hey, man, what's up? And then he asked me about how sorry I am. He asked me about my song and how it was going on. And we just finished recording it, so I sent it to him and let him listen to it. and he digged it, and then
I'm looking forward to hearing the song and seeing what it does.
yeah, I'll show it to
it's
you.
really country. All right, so once again, we're sitting here on the set of the ETX Rock Show. The set has moved about 2 hours west this week. We're in Kemp, Texas at the beautiful Katie Lynn home, sitting with Tanner Sparks of the Tanner Sparks Band. Brand new up-and-coming young country artist that's really going to take the world by notice, I think. First single coming to radio is called How Sorry I Am. And, of course, it's written about an ex-girlfriend. It's perfect. And for those of y'all that have been following along and watching the ETX Rock Show, hopefully a lot, and we thank you for that if you are. You know that we like to play games on the ETX Rock Show. And what we're going to do with Tanner Sparks this time, I think, is we're going to play Would You Rather.
Oh, Lord, I didn't know this was coming.
So we're going to play Would You Rather with Tanner Sparks, and here's how this works. I have an app on my phone here, and the app is going to give me just random Would You Rather situations. I'm going to ask him those situations, and he has to answer one of the or the other. He can't say both, and he can't say neither. So he has to make a decision.
All right.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right,
It's got to be in a certain time frame, though.
There's no time limit.
Can I phone a friend?
There's no phone in the front.
Oh, so I can't have a second opinion?
No second opinions. All right, so this is Would You Rather with Tanner Sparks. Number one, would you rather live for a week in the North Pole or live for a week in the desert?
Dang. You know, I think I'd rather live in the North Pole because you can always cover up.
That's right. That's right. All right. Would you rather only be able to communicate with whispers? In other words, you can only whisper.
Can I sing-sper?
Or would you rather only be able to communicate while shouting? That's tough for a singer.
That is pretty tough. That is pretty tough. Can I sing-sper?
Because I mean,
can I whisper sing?
Well, I would imagine, but you would have to whisper. So, like, if you chose shouting, you would have to be like a metal band or something like that.
But you know, I'm loud, so I'd have to say I'd like to shout.
Yeah. I would do the same. I'm there with you. All right, number three. Would you rather have the elbow joints looking towards the opposite side?
So like
the joints would be in front, and your elbows would bend backwards. Right. Or would you rather have the knee joints reversed?
I think I go with the knees.
So you'd be walking backwards.
I feel like it'd be more aerodynamic.
You'd be walking backwards everywhere. All right, number four. Would you rather it be 50 degrees every day or 0 degrees every day?
Fahrenheit or Celsius?
50 degrees Celsius would be like the surface of the sun.
I'm going to go with 50 degrees every day.
All right. That's easy.
Yeah, that feels good.
Like, we're not Eskimos.
Because right now it's about at least 98.
That's the same question. All right, number five. Would you rather that everyone can know what you're thinking, or would you rather be naked forever?
I think I'd rather be naked forever.
I think so. I'm a fat guy, and I'm there with you.
Yeah,
100%.
I mean, because there's no telling what I might be thinking.
And of course, I mean, if you're naked forever, 90% of the time, females are going to know what you're thinking.
Exactly.
See? Number six. Yes, I said it. Number six. Would you rather be a millionaire but failed mentally? So you're mentally messed up. Or would you rather be a millionaire but socially embittered?
Like not be friends with nobody?
So you're either socially awkward or mentally challenged.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of working towards the first one right now.
I mean, either way, you've got a ton of money.
So I think I'm going to go with number one.
Yeah, okay. Wow, only 20% chose that. All right, number six. Would you rather only listen to the Beatles or only listen to the Rolling Stones?
Man. Imagine. No, I'm just kidding.
Imagine was not the Beatles, it was John Lennon.
John Lennon, but still. I think, man, the Beatles are legendary, but so are the Stones. Who sings that song? She likes the Beatles and I like the Stones.
Oh, that's Joe Diffie.
The Beatles.
Isn't it Joe Diffie?
Like the Stones.
Maybe not.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with the Stones.
Okay. Oh, that was 50-50.
It's gotta be, man.
All right, number seven. This is a tough one as a musician. Would you rather stop using YouTube or stop using Facebook?
I'd rather stop using YouTube because half the videos are on Facebook anyway.
Number 8. Would you rather have to walk on all 4 legs always? Apparently you have 4 legs. So, never mind. Would you rather walk on all 4? This says all 4 legs.
Like bear crawl?
Yeah, like have to crawl everywhere. Or would you rather make animal noises unintentionally always?
I think I'd rather, like, crawl.
So funny. Yeah, I'd be crawling.
I think I'd be crawling.
Because it would just, like, if you're in the middle of your single and you just start, quacking like a duck or something. Sorry, that's a remix. Get that at Target.
That's the live version.
Number 9. Would you rather live in the past or live in the future?
I think I'd rather live in the past.
Wow. Okay. All right, last one, number 10. This is tough, too. Would you rather have the best house in the worst neighborhood or the worst house in the best neighborhood?
I think I'd rather have the worst house in the best neighborhood because, depending on what neighborhood we're talking about, like you might not have the best house very long.
That is true. So that was Would You Rather with Tanner Sparks, completely random.
Random.
We made it through. It was harmless, right?
No, it was.
So guys, it is hot in Texas. If you're watching from somewhere else in the world, congratulations. You're probably a whole lot more comfortable than Tanner and I are right now. And we definitely want to thank y'all for tuning in. So we are out on the porch out here at Katie Lynn's house in Kemp, Texas. We're with Tanner Sparks, who's from Eustace, Texas.
Eustace, right down the road.
Is it Eustace or Eustace?
Eustace.
So it's
E-U-S-T-A-C-E.
I got it right the first time. You guys should be proud of me. Eustace, Texas. But your brothers are kind of like Austin and Houston and all of that too, right?
Zach's is all over Texas right now.
Right.
He lives in Fort Worth, and then Tyler's been in Galveston for about 2 weeks, dang near.
So you guys are just like taking over Texas.
Trying to, I mean, pretty much every aspect.
Yeah, we got one north, one south, one east. Yeah. You just need a brother to go out west, and you'll be good to go. We'll have to send your roadie out that way.
Oh yeah,
take over West Texas, man. We're counting on you.
We'll teach him how to play a steel guitar.
Or a fiddle.
Yeah,
we'll go with a fiddle. Air fiddle.
Yeah.
You know? I can play a mean air fiddle now. Come on, y'all. So tell the folks out there where they can follow along with the Tanner Sparks
You
Band.
can find us on TannerSparksBand.com. You can find me on Facebook. You can search Tanner Sparks Band or Tanner Sparks for my personal page. And then we're working on Instagram and Twitter and all that, but I'm not too keen on. I just work on Facebook.
Well, you got to get in on that.
I do, because
we're the same way. Like we do really well with Facebook, and I struggle with Twitter and Instagram, but I have to force myself to do it because there's a different demographic. Yeah.
Exactly. So I was talking with a couple other artists who are like saying Instagram's where it's at.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
I'm like, all right.
And I've really been focusing on building an Instagram, and man, it's a lot of work.
Oh yeah,
a lot of following people, and
I'm having a hard time just keeping my website up to date.
Yeah. Right. See, and we have a website too that we rarely use because our stuff goes out on a different website than what is our website. So really, our social media is what we try to push mostly. All right, so you're gonna perform another song for us. Tell us about this song.
Yes, sir. Acting Like Hank. This one's going to be our next single after we release How Sorry I Am. We're planning on releasing it in September, on the 17th of September, which is actually Hank Williams Sr.'s birthday.
Nice.
Yeah, and then
very cool.
Which is awesome.
So you guys have to shoot a video for this out in Montgomery.
Yeah,
that's what you got to do.
It's one of those
road trip.
Yeah, it's saying, hey, who knows? We might even end up booking a tour out of it.
Yeah.
But and then we call it Act Like Hank tour. But I'll do it all the way out in Alabama.
Yeah.
But so we're going to release that one on the 17th, which is Hank's birthday. It's also my lead guitar player's birthday. And I was wanting to release a song on his birthday just to kind of show my appreciation for him and his family and my band.
Right.
So we're going to put that one out on the 17th. It's a Hank Williams tribute tune. But it's got a deeper meaning than that. It's not. I wanted to write a song that showed tribute and what I'm about and what I want my music to stand
for. And who you
for.
like.
Exactly, and who influences me. But it's deeper than that. I mean, it picks up where Hank left off.
Very cool.
With Your Cheating Heart and Lonesome I Could Cry and Cold Heart and all that. So I mean, and y'all hear it, but it means a lot to me. I mean, I was up. The song's true. The song's real.
Yeah.
It means.
So you guys check this out. This is Act Like Hank by Tanner Sparks.
So this one's called Act Like Hank.
Like cash, this ring of fire is cold, and the drinking ain't killed me, so I'm still singing Haggard and Jones. And I can treat you like Conway Twitty, baby, I'd love to lay you down. Well, after these few years on the road, the only thing I found is that I act like Hank every time I leave. And these sleepless nights have made me weak. And your cheating heart is all I hear, because I act like Hank when I leave her here. Some song, when the whistle blows, is there something wrong with this life I chose? But for now I'm just drinking and dreaming, and I'm looking for some way out. Oh, you could ask me softly what I'm talking about. When you act like Hank every time you leave, those sleepless nights are gonna make you weak, and your cheating heart is all you'll hear, because you act like Hank when you leave her here. Acts like Hank when I leave her here. But your cheating heart is all I hear, because I act like Hank when I leave her here. Oh, I act like Hank when I leave.
All right, guys, so make sure you're checking out the Tanner Sparks Band everywhere on social media. Facebook is definitely a good place to go. I think people can probably book you through the webpage as well that you mentioned earlier.
Exactly.
So if you're looking to book the Tanner Sparks Band or him solo acoustic, that's where you go for that. Guys, we want to thank you for tuning in to another great episode of the ETX Rock Show. Don't forget you can follow along with us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at ETX Rocks. Make sure you're subscribing to us on YouTube and rate and review us on iTunes if you're listening on iTunes. That'll definitely help us out a lot. As we always say on this show, we want to thank you guys out there for supporting live music. And don't ever forget,
ETX rocks.
Hey guys, I'm Katie Lynn, and make sure to tune in to ETX Rocks with
Boston Chris.
Aaron Watson, ETX Rocks.
ETX rocks. Alan Fox Band.
Hey guys, we're the Morning Madhouse. I'm Carter.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Ginger.
It's the best podcast ever made in all of history.
Hi, this is Paul Bebo and ETX Rocks with Boston Chris Barnes. You're gonna love it.
ETX Rocks.
Hey, East Texas. DP here.
ETX ROCKS.
Hey, East Texas, we're Enduring House, a Christian rock band.
ETX ROCKS! Hey, this is Monty Pittman from ETX ROCKS.
Hey, East Texas, Jaden Farnsworth, ETX Rocks.
Hey everybody, I'm David McCarty with the Gypsy Creek Band. As always, ETX rocks.
Hey guys, this is Chris Colston. Thanks for tuning in to the ETX ROCKS Show.
To the ETX ROCKS Show.
The ETX ROCKS Show.
Ho! Hey folks, I'm WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and I just want to make sure you support local music.
Hi East Texas, this is Chris Wayne.
And Crystal Clark with KYKX 1057, ETX Rocks.
Hey East Texas, we're Lady Chaz and the Tramps. And just remember, ETX Rocks.
Hey, this is Todd Freeman of ETX ROCKS with Boston Freaks.
Hey East Texas, I'm Waylon Hicks, and remember, ETX rocks.
Hey, what's going on guys? This is the one and only SP, El Mexicano con Estilo. Make sure to support your local music, and ETX rocks.
Hello, we're one way home.
Hey, East Texas, this is Teaser.
Please continue to support local music.
And always remember, ETX Rocks!
Howdy folks, this is Aaron Watson. Support local music and ETX Rocks.
Hey, this is Chris Colston. Make sure you support local music
And ETX rocks.
Hey, this is Hannah Kirby. Thanks for tuning in to the ETX ROCKS Show.
Tough guy, ho!
Covering music-related content of all genres. If it filters through Eastern Texas, it's fair game. Y'all bring it. From Texarkana down to the coast and Dallas down to Houston and everything in between, we are ETX Rocks!